Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, recently I brought you the narrative of the travails of the Airpeace CEO Allen Onyema and the yawa that is under from the United States of America regarding movement of money and all that. So when I brought you that story, as expected and as always happens whenever I do this sort of story, all manner of abuse in the comment section to the point that I had to shut down the comment section on that particular video. The insults, of course, from the usual quarters, the Okoro elements within the Igbo hegemony, they've all come in to chant Nzobu Nzobu. Never mind that I'm just reporting what is all over the print media and all over the internet and all over all media. So this guy obviously stands accused by the United States, and I made sure to make the point that these are allegations and nothing substantial has been established yet. But nevertheless, of course, this never stops the Nzobu merchants. So now, with that expectation, I bring you this headline. More troubles for Airpeace boss wanted in Canada as EFCC moves in on him. So that's the headline. More troubles for Airpeace boss wanted in Canada as EFCC moves in on him. So it doesn't rain, but it pours for the Airpeace man as I bring you the body of the story. The travails of the chairman and CEO of Airpeace, Allen Onyema, over an alleged $20 million fraud in the United States seems to be far from over. More authorities are getting involved in the case as the Canadian authorities, in line with an existing agreement with the United States, have set in motion mechanisms to have the Nigerian businessman arrested. This is even as Nigeria's anti-corruption agency, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, has reportedly set up a panel to investigate the financial activities of Onyema based on his indictment by the United States Justice Department. Onyema was indicted alongside the International Airlines Chief of Administration and Finance, A.G. Egaga, by the United States Department of Justice, DOJ, of moving more than $20 million from Nigeria through some United States bank in a scheme involving false documents based on the purchase of airplanes. Egaga was also accused of bank fraud and committing aggravated identity theft in connection with the scheme. Both men on Saturday denied the charges and stated their resolve to prove their innocence in any court, even as they noted that all transactions to buy planes for the company passed through the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. But it is being reported that the Canadian authorities have commenced efforts to execute a corresponding arrest warrant issued for Onyema over accusations of fraud in the United States. A newspaper said it cited court filings in the United States of judges filing warrants for the arrest of both men, which have American prosecutors sought to enable Canadian law enforcement authorities take the suspects into custody if cited in their jurisdiction, based on a long-standing tradition on cross-border crimes between both countries. Separate reports also claimed that the EFCC had waded into the wire fraud and money laundering case by raising what sources referred to as a special panel to investigate the matter shortly after receiving the charges against Onyema. EFCC is set to also be investigating two Nigerian banks for allegedly facilitating the transfer of the money to the United States and processing letters of credit to buy planes for Airpeace. The probe, it was gathered, would cover the activities and inflows into the accounts of 4 non-government organization NGOs / non-profit groups sponsored by Onyema. They are Foundation for Ethnic Harmony, International Center for Nonviolence and Peace Development, All Time Peace Media Communications Limited, and Every Child Limited. So now, this is now the latest narrative in terms of this Onyema fella, this chap that went to South Africa to go and bring back Nigerians And I'm not saying, by the way, that it was bringing back exclusively Igbo people. This seems to be like a misconstrued thing in my last video, in my previous video, in the first video that I did on this, because a lot of people seem to be latching onto something that might or might not have said, but certainly misunderstood in that video. So when this Onyema fella, when he went to South Africa with his planes to go and bring back people suffering from xenophobia, he did not discriminate in terms of ethnicity. His only criteria is that you are a Nigerian. So if the majority of the people in South Africa are Igbo, then that's just by the by. If they are a majority Igbo, they are not exclusively Igbo. And I don't even know if they are majority Igbo, but certainly there's a significant Igbo community in South Africa. There's no disputing that. And of course, they are also swept up in that xenophobia. There's no disputing that either. So all of that was covered in a previous video, but a lot of people seem to have latched onto one or two lines to try and put some sort of ethnic coloration to this. But this is not an ethnic thing. This is more a man who has now been celebrated within the Nigerian space, now having questions asked of his character. And these questions are coming from places like the United States. And of course, now these people have now issued a warrant. But then is there any substance to this thing is really where the question is. Because they are querying money transfer and they are querying $20 million. So transferring $20 million for somebody that runs an airline is really somebody like me transferring £100. It's just day-to-day routine, because $20 million is a day-to-day function for this guy, especially if he's purchasing aeroplanes from the United States. So now, if there's some clever accounting for reasons of taxes, then that's a different thing. Every businessman, every successful man tries to evade as much tax as they can get away with. So that's still nothing new there. But this idea of money laundering, because they're very quick to attach all this sort of like a high-profile label, all these high-octane sort of wordings to this sort of things. So this thing now that they're describing as money laundering, well, this guy is saying that the pathway for that money was via the central bank. So if you are laundering money and you are laundering money via the central bank, then you must be either extra stupid or extra smart. So it's one of the two. So if you are saying that, yeah, because if you want to launder money, then you want to disguise the trail and the chain of that money. So if you are disguising the trail or the chain of money, then the last place you want it going through is the central bank, because the central bank, of course, is the number one police of the Nigerian financial system, and they are the one at the forefront of stopping anything that is fraudulent in terms of finances. So you don't then pass money through them if you are trying to launder money. So that money laundering thing, they have to justify that, or somebody needs to be sued for defamation. But then, of course, you have to then wonder, why would the United States, if indeed they do, put a warrant out for this guy? They cannot put a warrant out for this guy without having something substantial, or can they? So the only test, of course, is to go and test this thing in the United States. And this guy, I of course imagine, would already have his lawyers already busy at work, going to the United States to put the Americans' feet to the coal, to the fire, to say what is the meaning of this, and somebody is getting sued. So now, what emerges of this is the next question. A Nigerian hero, Onyema, somebody that we all celebrated and we cheered, is now being called a Yahoo boy by the Americans. What says you? Conversations in the comment section. What's the next step would you recommend for this Onyema fella? How do you see this story evolving? Come tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section. But before you do this, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of this Onyema storyline in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.